Roguelike is a type of role-playing video game that involves a dungeon crawl that must be completed in randomly generated levels. If you're new to roguelikes and don't know where to begin, so this video will help you. Because in this video, I will show you the 10 best roguelike games for beginners. So without wasting any more time, let's start this video. The first game of this video is Slay the Spire. A deck-building game with intense action and a thought-provoking tale is another genre-bending roguelike. You must fight your way up a tower while defeating a variety of enemies. While the game will get brutally difficult in the later levels, you will almost certainly have mastered the deck-building principles and options by then. Next up we have Loop Hero. Under the roguelike umbrella, the game is a mashup of deck building, RPG, and strategy. The most intriguing aspect about Time Loop is that you have no influence over anyone. You, on the other hand, have complete command of the game. By placing cards that can generate opponents, resources, and eventually the boss of each level, you can influence the environment and everything that happens. Next up we have Dead Cells. Dead Cells may be difficult to market to some because you are expected to die several times during your time with the game. However, it is precise because of this that this roguelike is both approachable and distinct. Unlike other roguelikes, Dead Cells enables you to preserve some upgrades and abilities across runs, relieving some of the genre's strain. Next up we have Cadence of Hyrule. The game mixes the mechanics of Curse of the Necrodancer with the Zelda series' curiosity and appetite for adventure. The plan is to go across Hyrule, defeating Octavo's 4 champions and retrieving their instruments in order to return things to normal. Next up, The Binding of Isaac Repentance. The gameplay of The Binding of Isaac Repentance isn't overly annoying and will appeal to newbies. The concepts, premise, and entire design of the game, on the other hand, are not for everyone. The Binding of Isaac is about Isaac's faith battle, which leads to various images of biblical beasts and demons with ugly design and a major horror aspect. The next game of this video is Hades. Hades' outstanding plot, characters with fantastic voiceover, and addictive gameplay are enough to entice almost anybody who tries it. What makes Hades special is that each unsuccessful run teaches you more about each character in the hub, allowing you to form ties with them while also unlocking new and interesting features. The gameplay is thrilling, quick, and chaotic in the greatest manner. Next up we have Into the Breach. Into the Breach is a turn-based strategic roguelike that succeeds in every way. Into the Breach is not just one of the most approachable roguelikes, but also one of the most approachable strategic games. The fighting is simple, but there is a sophisticated complexity beneath the surface that you do not need to discover to succeed. Next up we have Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain 2 is an excellent roguelike that does not receive nearly enough attention. Imagine being expected to live on a foreign planet for as long as possible, with just the possibility of another run to look forward to. This is where user-friendliness comes into play. Runs in Risk of Rain 2 might be accompanied by a buddy or a total stranger. Next up we have Crawl, a local multiplayer dungeon crawler in which you and 3 buddies fight your way out of the dungeon. However, only one adventurer will be able to escape the dungeon alive. There will be drama, and there will be nothing you can do about it as you become anxious to get away. The last game of this video is Othercide. Your daughter's tasks may be varied from time to time, but the overall arrangement of units and their spawn sequence remains usually the same as it was in prior rounds. Consider the film Edge of Tomorrow, except instead of aliens, imagine plague physicians. To be sure, if you make a mistake at any point throughout a run, it's only a short trip back to the beginning of the game. So that's the list of 10 best roguelike games for beginners. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel Games Puff and press the bell icon for more gaming videos.